Right now, in your bag or maybe in your pockets, how many things do you have? Maybe you have a phone. Maybe you have some earbuds. Maybe you have a hand towel or handkerchief. But did you know that in North America, America and Canada, we have different things? Hey everyone, welcome back to another Where Did I Put My Phone and Hand Towel episode. We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
And we welcome you to another authentic English conversation. Today, we're going to be talking about something that everybody has, something that everybody thinks about when they're specifically leaving the house. Today, everyone, we're going to be talking about the everyday carry, things that you are walking around with when you leave your home. When I was living in America, and now that I've been living in Japan for years, I feel like the mindset, what I would bring is totally different from then and now. What did we used to carry when we were younger, when we were living in, we were still young, hey, when we were living in our countries, me in America, Adam in Canada, before moving to Japan, what were those things that we had to bring with us when we left the house?
Just on a regular day, it would be my house keys, which had my car keys, and my wallet. And that's it.
Okay.
Maybe some sunglasses if it's summertime. I might have some sunglasses, but that would stay in the car. So just those 2-3 things, and two of them are attached together. So 2 things.
For me,
and maybe cell phone, of course, cell phone.
I was waiting for that one. I was thinking maybe you didn't have one. Okay.
Cell phone.
I would say I'm pretty much the same. I needed keys, a cell phone, and the wallet. I believe that was it. 3 items. Now, of course, me and Adam are guys. We're dudes. We're gentlemen.
Right,
bros, if you will.
True.
And I think that what somebody carries can have a big difference between a man or a woman. Not all the time,
for sure.
But generally speaking, for me, looking at all of my other guy dude friends, maybe the extra thing would be like a hat that's on their head.
Yeah.
Right. The main goal, I feel like, for us North Americans is, for a guy, is to leave the house with the bare minimum. Nothing. You want to go out with nothing in your hands, nothing on your body, besides clothes, of course. And just pockets filled.
Just enough, not too big and bulgy where it's uncomfortable. But just so that you can have money. If you're in a pinch, you have your credit card or your bank card, and you have your keys.
I mean, maybe this is one reason why cargo pants are more popular in North America versus Japan. You don't see them so much. We wanted extra pockets, so hey, cargo pants. After living in the US, growing up there, Adam in Canada, we moved to Japan, and things were different.
Yes, very different.
Very different, Adam says. Very different. Let's hear it.
I don't know if it was because I was kind of still in like tourist mode for a long time. I would always have a camera. And let me start with the big thing, the grand thing. I would always have a backpack.
Oh, there you go.
90% of the time I would carry a backpack. 90%. To work, to go to the movies, to go grocery shopping, to ride a bicycle, to go to my friend's house, to go to the park, to go to the club. Always 95%. Did I say 90 or not?
I was about to say you went off.
90% of the time I had a backpack. What's in the backpack? Depending on where I'm going, a camera. I might have an extra lens in there.
Oh, okay.
Which was overkill. That means it's too much. I would have my wallet. I would have, of course, keys. I would have some snacks. I would have my earphones, because traveling on the train, you get tired, put in earphones. I didn't have a smartphone in the beginning, so I would have an iPod or like
MP3
player, or I had a mini disc player. I had those. And then I had my phone, of course. Later on, I got an iPhone, so I removed the mini disc player, and then I had, just that smartphone. But I still had headphones in there, and my bicycle keys.
All right,
That's
all right.
about it.
Or not so much. Still not too much.
And one more thing, I had a hand towel or a handkerchief.
That is a big one. I would say that's a big one in the sense
Yeah.
that it is an important item,
Yes,
that
yes,
handkerchief
yes.
and hand towel, because
Right.
I am on the same page with the hand towel where
Mhm.
in North America, no, I did not need a towel. I'm like, never even thought about it. Did not cross my mind.
That was
Did
old
not have
man territory for me.
why old man territory?
Because just in the movies,
Yeah.
anytime you watch TV shows, there would always be an old man. He'd have a handkerchief, he'd blow his nose, and he'd put it back in his pocket. Coming to Japan and seeing it and receiving them as gifts, I was like, wow, it's like I'm old now.
I came to Japan and there was just so many times where I found myself with wet hands
Yes.
and nothing to dry
To
them.
dry it.
I'm like, what do I do with my
Where?
obake hands right now? After I use the toilet, public restrooms, at a restaurant or something, wash my hands, then I go,
Yeah.
I'm like looking for some paper towels to dry, and there'd be nothing. Sometimes they'd have those air dryers. I really don't like those. Splash with water everywhere. I think it's kind of
Yeah.
not for me. I was like, I have no other option. Got a shirt for something.
Shirt, or for me,
Your
I'd
pants?
go like this.
Yeah, fix the hair a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that was it. And I always felt
Yeah.
like, why? And I talked to so many of my Japanese friends,
Yeah.
and they would say, MJ, where's your towel?
Where's your towel? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, what towel? I'm like, at my house, when I take a shower, I have a towel. I do not have a towel with me now because I don't need it. But then I've learned after many years that yes, I need a towel because chances are there's going to be some time where I need it for
Yeah,
something. And one
for
reason was,
something.
yes, to wash my hands after using the bathroom.
Yeah.
But another one was when the season gets hot, we hear the cicadas going me, and the humidity of
Yes.
Japan hits you like
Right,
a
right.
steamy wall of moisture, and you're just sweating all over the place. So now, everyone, in my closet, I have a good amount of different types of towels, a little bit
Yes.
bigger ones, little smaller ones. And I have now understood the fact that this in Japan is a very important, essential, everyday carry item.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Because there are just so many, again, places that you need to have a hand towel with you. And this goes into, against my original idea of when I was living in America, everyone, where
yeah.
I want to leave the house with nothing, with the
Right.
least amount of things. But now
Right.
I have this towel. Where am I going to put that? I'm not going to put it in my pocket. I'm
No.
like, okay, well, I got to get something. I got to get
Yeah.
a bag of some sort. Like, Adam, you were mentioning you had a book bag all the time.
All
For
the
me,
time, yeah.
I still had that feeling of I don't want a
Minimal.
lot of stuff.
Right.
Be minimal with it. So my choice was always like a shoulder bag, a sling bag, which
Right,
was
right.
more compact. Sometimes I had big ones, but I would still put many things in my pockets. My wallet is still in my pocket.
Okay.
My money, I have a coin pouch, which is separate from my wallet. That's in my pocket. And my phone was in my pocket.
Was in your pocket. I became anti having things in my pocket, carrying a backpack.
Okay, yeah. It makes sense. You have the backpack.
Yeah.
In the bag, I would usually have hand towel. I would have a music player of some sort.
Okay.
I would have a sketchbook, maybe a book, and a kendama. You know, that's a lot more than what I had in North America.
Exactly.
A lot more.
And I think it's because the commutes, the way we commuted, gave us reason to carry that much. Aside from the towel, I notice here, every single washroom I go to has paper towels or hand dryers. There's not one time I've gone into a washroom and I said, oh, there's no
nothing.
dryer. There's nothing. There's no paper towel. They either have one or the other. Unheard of. Unheard of.
Like,
there's no
massive complaints if there was a bathroom and there was nothing to dry your hands with.
Dry hands with, yeah, exactly.
But you touch upon a really good point.
Yeah.
And it's the commute. It's how we're going to these places, maybe what we're doing. I'm sure, and this could also go to where we grew up, where we lived in our countries, because if we lived in a metropolis, in a big city,
Yeah.
where we didn't have a car, that would be a big difference. Where we're traveling on foot a lot, we're traveling by public transportation a lot. But where we grew up, it was a place where we had a car. I always had a car. And I would drive around everywhere. So I don't need my music because I'm listening in the car. I don't need my bag because everything's in the car. And that was it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. So going around, it was such a different experience when you're traveling by yourself, because now you are the car. I'm the camel. I need to carry everything. So I do need to have this bag, which I never had in North America. And that's, I feel like, is the biggest thing. I'm sure people in Inaka in Japan, the countryside, is it different?
I don't know.
Next time you go, check it out, everyone. Or if you're from there, let us know in the comments. Are you someone who lives in the countryside of Japan? And when you go out, just a normal day, or even out for the day, you know, going into town, do you carry something? Do you carry a bag? I'm going to say yes, because you probably have your handkerchief and your towel.
You don't want to put it in your pocket. And you might also have a water bottle, which is another thing that we left out. The
I
suito,
left that out.
which I did have.
Oh,
time. Or not, even if you don't have a water bottle, like you probably bought a bottle of water or some kind of canned coffee or canned drink or something to drink.
Goes deep, everyone. But it is such an interesting topic because it's something that, you know, we all do naturally every day. And maybe you don't think about it so much, but in different countries, there's different cultures and different norms in the society where some things are just unheard of and you would not do. But hey, here in Japan, now I got a bag, got a handkerchief, and I feel more comfortable with those items.
Yes.
Let us know what you think down in the comments, and like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're someone who enjoys this English conversation. And hey, if you want to improve your English speaking skills, I do online lessons, so check out the website down below.
Yep, but that's it. We'll see you on the next step.